Physical Final Form Cooler. I think this is a unit where that he was actually one of the prep units that was coming out before Super Battle Road, right? Because of course, Super Battle Road doesn't drop till October 28th of 2017. This guy comes out March of 2017, right? So I think as Dokkan was releasing all of these sort of 120% leader skills, they were prepping players to get ready for that specific difficult content. And of course, Dokkan Battlefield does not come till 2018, so guys, this leader skill was not used for Dokkan Battlefield back in 2017 because it was a year prior to Dokkan Battlefield's release anyways, right? So how he performed during the time that he came out, I think he performed rather well. I mean, 100% attack to start turn, and he had the chance to additional super attack inside of his passive pre-easy A, right? So he had the potential to triple super attack because he would do a super attack, he would go ahead and do another super attack from his passive, he got lucky, and he would go ahead and do a additional super attack from your potential system because he's a physical unit, and physical units have free 5 additional, yeah? So this guy would actually shoot out 3 super attacks if you were lucky, which was definitely quite nice, considering that he had a good attack and defensive boost anyways. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev, back with another one of these Dokkan battle videos. Today we're going to talk about Physical Final Form Cooler, one of the 120% Easy A's. I think that this guy had a great 120% Easy A. Of course, pre-Easy A, this guy's actually a solid option because he was a unit that was helpful for one of the most difficult contents in the game back in 2017, late 2017, of course, because this guy comes out before Super Battle Road, that being Super Battle Road. I just said the game. I said the name. So, Physical Final Form Cooler. How would he perform during the leader skill slash Dokkan event meta? Because, of course, back in 2017, Dokkan Battlefield does not drop till 2018, right? Let me go ahead and pull that up on screen, yeah? Oh, it's not challenge events, excuse me. Go over to, let me get all events right over here. Of course, October 28th, 2017 is when Super Battle Road drops. And, where is it? Is it bonus events? No, it's not. It must be somewhere over in your special events or limit events. There it is, it's limit events. There we go. So Dokkan Battlefield doesn't drop till 2018. Yeah, so this guy is not being used for Dokkan Battlefield until that respective mode does come out a year later. Yeah, so how does this guy perform during that meta? I think he performs quite fine, right? Pre-Easy A, he has a strong link set, big bad bosses, shocking speed, thirst for conquest, strongest clan in space. I mean, all these Frieza villain links are definitely really powerful. This guy started out with 100% attack defense at the start turn, which is definitely very solid back in 2017, and he had the chance to triple super attack. So I mean, guys, if you're starting out with 100% attack and defense, had the chance to triple super attack, and had one of the strongest link sets in the game, I think this guy performed relatively well back in 2017, yes? And I think Extreme Physical, even though it didn't have the craziest options, let me go over to Fierce Battle. What did Extreme Physical have back in 2017, right? Let's go over to Fierce Battle and see. For Dokkan Fest, of course, you had like Physical Goku Black. I think that's one that comes to mind. You had this Physical Broly right over here. You had Broly, you had Kid Buu, you had Goku Black, you had Frieza, you had Omega, who will come out later on in the year for Global, of course, obviously. But yeah, Omega was, yeah, no, for Global and JP. Yeah, for Global and JP, because obviously it was the worldwide celebration. I had a brain fart. For some reason, I thought that physical Omega was the yearly celebration unit, but I forgot it was the Super Saiyan 4s that were both the 120% leader skills for the second year anniversary, right? So, yes, he had physical Omega, of course, I mean, later on in the year. So it's like Omega, later on in the year, you had Broly, you had Goku Black, you had Frieza, you had Kid Buu. So, I mean, I think it was pretty decent what Cooler had around him. Yeah? So Cooler is actually working relatively well for his Extreme Physical team. I think it was okay, for sure. I think he did well. So his leader skill was solid. He could triple super attack, 100% attack defense, good link set. I mean, this guy was good at the time. What can I say? He was good at the time, before Super Battle Road even came out. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about how this guy will perform after his Easy A during that meta. I think this guy performed so ridiculously crazy because guess what, guys? He had SDR Cooler sitting right next to him. Yes, this guy was supporting him. And after the link level update, look at that. That's 90% attack, 50% defense, 2 key, and 5% HP recovery. 90% attack and 50% defense is crazy, especially if this guy, at the time, of course, pre-Easy A, was giving him 2 key and 30% attack and defense. And if you were inside Battle Road, he was giving him 2 key and 50% attack and defense. This guy was essentially a mini blue fusions. Let me go ahead and bring up one of the blue fusions to use as an example. Let's use Vegito as an example, right? Why I say that I'm calling him a mini blue fusions is because, look at this. He essentially had a similar type of passive to the blue fusions. He built up as he did attacks, right? 8% attack and defense up to 80%. And when this guy was fully built up, he was nasty. Yes, if anyone was playing back then in 2021, of course, and used this guy at his full potential, he was very, very good. Let's just not get that twisted. For long events, he crushed long events. For the God event, he did relatively well because he had STR Cooler right next to him. I would say for Battle Road, he completely blew it out the water. For Dokkan Battlefield, gone, done data. It was over. But for the, of course, for the difficult content that mattered, that being the God event, this guy performed quite good. This guy smoked a rock. This guy smoked, who's the other, I always forget who's the other God of Destruction's name. What is his name? I don't remember. Let me go over to the God event. I'm going down here. It's Gene. It's Gene or Genie. He smoked Gene. He smoked, where is he? He smoked Beerus for sure. I mean, you would have to watch out for the STR phase, but provided this guy did have some crits in him, because guys, he would already have the chance to triple super still. Yes? It was pretty easy to take down Beerus. Even though Beerus was technically a tough fight, this guy can definitely work through it because he had, excuse me, he had him. Well, no, I'm messing up. I'm fumbling. He had him. He had him. Guys, he's good. Him, right next to him, was a very stupidly powerful rotation. Of course, he didn't gain defense on super. I know, I don't like that. But he was literally a mini blue fusions that can triple super. This guy's nasty. What's his stats at the EZA? He's at, guys, he's at 19,000 attack. Rainbowed post EZA. What? Oh my god. So for the God event, I think he cleared it. It's like a rock. I think Beerus. I think this guy could smoke a good amount of the God event stages. I think so. Just from the sheer fact of having this guy. Yeah, I think so. I really, really think so. Yeah. So, I mean, how would he perform in today's meta? I don't think it's not recommended to run this guy in today's meta because it takes him way too long to build up. At least for the God event meta, this guy could technically slide by because he had the chance to do 3 super attacks, right? Yeah. That's a 30% chance to do additional super attack, which is, that's not too bad. Because back then it used to be 10%. So, yes, I think this guy was able to build up quite easily for the God event. I mean, he could get you caught out from a super attack, but that's a lot of units in the game, right? You get unlucky, you get caught out by a super attack. It happens. That's a bunch of units for the God event. STR Cooler, technically, you would have to watch. I think, okay, let me go ahead and backtrack over to the God event thing. I think when this guy was type advantage going up against some of these God event stages, you would have to build him up for the first couple of turns, but after those first couple of turns, this guy will actually work relatively well because he could get blown off the map from the God event. I think he probably could. I don't want to undersell him. No, I don't want to undersell him. But you, listen, hear me out. This guy for the God event could actually work, but he can still get blown off the map like a bunch of other units. Yeah. So I think let's go ahead and talk about how many 200% leader skills he has. How many 200% leader skills does this man have? I'm pretty sure he has LR Final Form Cooler's 200% leader skill, but you're not ever in your God-given life gonna run this guy in there, right? Yeah, it's like, that's probably not gonna go ahead and happen. Wicked Bloodline, he's on LR Metal Cooler's 200% leader skill. I mean, of course, he's obviously Wicked Bloodline, so for shit, sure, yes. Space Traveling Warriors, he is on Ginyu's 200% leader skill for Terrifying Conquerors and Space Traveling Warriors, right over here. Shout out Ginyu. I think Ginyu was a fun unit to talk about. He was pretty clear cut and straight to the point to get to. Target Goku, nothing. Final Trump card, nothing. I mean, Space Shopping Warriors, him. I mean, it's going over to, Planetary Destruction, nothing. So he's on 3 200% leader skill. That's cool, but it doesn't really warrant you to run this guy inside game anymore anyways, because he's completely replaced by this guy. Why the hell would you run this guy in today's meta when you have this guy? He's literally him. It's like, he's him on, fuck steroids. Steroids don't exist for this guy. he's on something else. It's like he's on that wicked wizard weed. It's him. He's Himothy. He's of the Him clan. So what is good about this guy? I think what's good about this guy pre-EZA is the fact that he had a solid leader skill at the time of his release. He, of course, a solid leader skill. He's 120% leader skill. He starts out with 100% attack at the start of turn, which is definitely really good for a unit back in 2017. He had the chance to triple super attack pre and post EZA, and he has a very strong link set. I mean, that's a given because he's a villain unit. That's a Frieza family unit, and post EZA, his leader skill becomes much better. This guy can still triple super attack, and he's a mini blue fusions. Guys, when he fully built up, he was very powerful. This is no bullshit. This may not look like nothing, this 120% attack and defense, and then 8% attack needs up to 80%. This doesn't look like nothing, but trust me, this was powerful at the time. This was super powerful, especially since he had this guy. You had these two bad boys chilling right next to each other, and it was complete decimation. But yeah, I think that is really about it. Actually, I mean, of course, you guys know what would be bad about this unit. It's the fact that he doesn't gain defense on super, and he doesn't really stun, seal, do anything special. But I think that's really about it. He's also not a lot of category teams. Yeah. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.